right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. Today, we're going to continue with our ongoing Twilight 2000 campaign, and this is going to be the second interlude after we had the adventure with the main characters. So, if you recall, I think we went over this in the last episode, but there is a meeting at JP3 or JP2 airport here outside of Krakow that's controlled by the Free Krakow Coalition, more or less. They have a company-sized force, probably bigger than a company-sized force there with the ex-Soviet 10th Guards, Volkov's men. I don't know what it's supported by a couple aircraft, which are extremely rare in the Twilight 2000 verse, and they even have, it's a very eclectic group. They're Americans, Polish, Soviets, and a handful of Germans. So at this meeting, they had sent Volkov and some people up north to go do some recon and intel on the Soviet 20th. They're controlling this territory here and maybe encroaching upon Krakow's interests. And then the other group, we did that in the last episode. That was Interlude 1. And in this episode, we're going to try to cover and finish Interlude 2, where the Marine Recon Group, led by Stephen Reed and Penelope Garcia, are going to head out with the Marines that they've rescued from engagements further north. Are going to go and check out Welzhishka, which is home of the famous salt mines near Krakow, because there is this marauder group called the Butchers of some Polish name that I can't pronounce, Ropashizhe, something like that. And they're coming from here. They're called I'll refer to them as the RR, because that's easier to say. So yeah, so I'll introduce the players and then they'll tell you who they're playing today. So first we have Vince.
Hello, I am Vince. I am today normally playing Rupert Kunz, who is one of the Germans over there. Today I am playing Stephen Reed, who is an American, who is actually a Marine staff sergeant, normally with the recon force. So it should be a fun time.
Right, and then we have Amy.
Alrighty, and do you see my character?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am playing Sergeant Penelope Garcia, so I will attempt not to have a Polish-Russian accent tonight. She is a sergeant in the Army Rangers, and she has been tasked, just like Reed, to go down and do recon.
Yep. So she, during the course of the game, Sergeant Garcia has transitioned into more or less of a sniper, complete with borrowed or recovered Soviet SED rifle. So it's just there's more types of rounds. I guess she still holds on to her M16, and a lot of these Marines have M16 still, but ammo is probably harder to get. Although Krakow does have a machine, more or less a ammunition plant. Their focus has been mortars production, but they could probably retool to make bullets and the like, and other things, but that might be happening at a later date. All right, so I think we have the setup. The Marines are taking two technicals, which have a KPV, basically the Soviet equivalent of a 50 cal machine gun, and then they're taking the rest are going in this ZIL that the group, the Free Krakow Coalition, has had for quite a while. One of the first vehicles that they commandeered, yeah. So, and then Sam, they're going to take Sam with them because Sam is good at a lot of things, and they might want to set up some traps, booby traps, for the RR, who are supposed to have been spotted coming from the west, have made some sorties in and around Welzhishka, and have actually engaged the Krakow Ormo, the scouts of the Krakow Ormo. I don't know. You're just going to do it and then report back, right?
Well, we'll probably radio back
Okay.
and get further orders.
All right. Okay.
But I think the ultimate plan was to try and gain information, if possible, borrow someone from the RR, may or may not return them, and draw them up to Krakow where we can better control the fight.
Yeah. Well, you don't want the, I don't know if you want the RR rolling into Krakow.
No, but
And
closer to it. We just don't want the civilians at the salt mine to be.
yeah, so the
And
RR, what you guys have learned, the RR is probably about 120 people, more or less. There might be some scouting parties, and that's what you hope to run into. Although scouting parties sounds like a lot. That seems like a lot for a scouting party. Anyway, they're found sort of west of Krakow, and they're a mix of actually Warsaw Pact, NATO. They have Warsaw Pact, NATO, and civilian arms. They have some vehicles, and they apparently, rumor has it they have a T-72 with limited ammunition. So that's the scary thing. All right. And have they? Oh, did you learn who they're formerly members of?
The Butchlers?
Yeah, they're called the Butchers of Rapaj. This one.
I can't pronounce that. Whatever that WIEBI
Yeah.
thing is.
Yeah, so it's pretty funny. So DZ is like almost like a ch sound. So like Lutz would be Lutz. So according to my my ex graduate school mentor, so who are Polish, who's Polish. So I don't know how to. So this would be Robchusha, maybe. I don't know, but that's what it is.
We'll go with it until they
We'll go with
correct us.
that. Yeah, we'll just call it the RR, like I said. Okay. So that's what you know. All right. So I guess I have all these guys here. I don't know if it's worth moving them, and then we'll just moving them out of the way for now. So the force consists of Reed, Garcia, and then these three here, Webb, Green, and North, are Marines that were rescued from the Admiral, and then the rescued Marines here, some of them were, well, they're part of the group that kind of that North and Reed had contacted. Some of them were rescued like in a tunnel operation up in Warsaw, and the rest were encouraged to leave very quickly the Black Baron's fortress, and they had a running battle as they were escaping. They lost about 7 men or so, and women probably in that escape. But they're now quote unquote liberated. Well, they are liberated more or less. They're not under the Baron's thumb anymore. They're now, in a way, have formed a small platoon of Marine recon. Right, under the guidance of Stephen Reed. So they have a KP, like I said, 2 KPVs and the ZIL. So we just use the ZIL as a token to move. So from Krakow, you guys are going to head towards Wolżyska, and that's not even going to take much time down on the road there. ZIL goes pretty good.
I think it goes pretty quick. Give me a second, I can look it up.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's a truck. Its travel speed is like 5 on the road. So that means it can go 50 kilometers during one shift. So, going 14 kilometers or, 13 kilometers or so, 12 kilometers really is, about a fifth or so of the time. But it does, I'll have Amy roll me a 2d6 and see what they encounter on the road.
How about no whammies?
Yep.
3 and a
Or-
1?
Oh, I don't know. Might be something.
That sounds like a whammy.
It might be a whammy.
There are no whammies. Remember.
I should have been saying big numbers, no whammies, but
It's usually like so just to let you guys know, usually it's the middle numbers on the 2d12 that are, which is perfect, right? Because the middle numbers are going to be what comes up the most.
mhm.
So the middle numbers don't have anything happening, but the ones on either side, right? So, and I know there's a random chart so I'm using the Free City of Krakow for people who are following along, and it definitely has some random chart somewhere. I just gotta track them down. I'm going from the PDF as opposed to the, going through. There we go. There it was. All right. So,
1 can be pothole and 3 can be flat tire. I'm okay.
all right.
with
So
that.
you actually, it's not much on the, I mean, so probably some people give, they're so south, I guess they're trying to reclaim, and maybe that's why the, Ormo is doing stuff. So they're like, so basically the Robotoniki out here harvesting what they can. So
Mhm.
the Robotoniki are, the Krakow has been, well, it's unfortunate. It's something probably that Kasha and and Rupert and the rest of the group have to eventually, I don't know, solve. But the Robotoniki are indentured workers are trying to earn citizenship from Krakow. Um, so there's like a work group out there, um, doing stuff, but they don't seem, they're not refugees, they're right, they're not.
Yeah, talk about. So Garcia will make a note to talk to the FKC about getting rid of this indentured servant thing.
Yeah, so so I guess again, like there's a couple of those UAZs, those ubiquitous UAZs, that you've seen here and again, that, and there's guards watching them,
Mhm.
right, just to make sure everything's okay, and because they've had issues, but that's, and then you make it to like about to, Welshka, which is again 12 kilometers south of Krakow. And, they're quite famous, these, rock salt mines dating back to the 10th century. And, it is a tourist attraction, in the modern day, and definitely before the war here. So, right.
Mhm.
Um, Interestingly, as you pass through the village, it definitely looks more or less abandoned.
Hmm. Should we stop and look, Reed?
Yes, that's always a good idea. Let's take a quick look. See what we can find.
Yeah, we'll pull over and check it out a little bit. Things
right.
are not always what they seem. And
Right.
just to remind you, I do believe Reed has 2 cards when it comes to initiative.
I mean, how are they? I know they have the remains of like the uniforms, but how are they? Is that like hidden, or what's?
For what? The
Do they?
Marines?
Yeah, do they show that they're Marines, or have you guys designed like Free Krakow Coalition patches? I mean, that they all wear as well on their Marine uniform.
I
How
would
do,
think as best as possible, we would have FKC somewhere on there.
okay.
What do you think, Vince?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we just have um combat fatigue, so like kind of like either a mixture of Polish or Russian, but with no insignias on it,
Okay.
like no flags or anything on it. You might have a KFC on there or a Polish flag on it, but that's about it. That's what I would think, but it is up to you guys.
All right. So give me a recon roll. This might be relatively quick.
From Vince or me?
You know, both, I guess Garcia, Reed, and then if they don't make it, then so we can use Sam and one of the named dudes
Where'd
if
it go?
necessary.
My character just went away here.
Yeah.
Is this to spot or to avoid ambushes?
I think it's to spot.
Okay, because then I have a scout, so it gives me +1.
Yes.
Mhm. And I had sniper infiltrator. No, so I don't change. But my recon's BA to begin with, so it's no big
Oh,
deal.
it's an AA anyhow.
I think
Succeeded.
I will push the D12.
Okay. You are gonna incur a stress.
Yeah,
Two stress for Garcia. So she's a little jittery this morning. All right. So Reed, you definitely like because since you kind of gave a halt to stop and you're kind of listening and maybe move on ahead and scout around the streets or the main road. You up ahead and what would maybe be like the town square or a city center, city square. You see like a group of people. They have AKMs, a pickup truck, and it has a pintle mounted DS HK 38 heavy machine gun. And they kind of set up going east, the east road out of this area. They've set up like a roadblock.
okay.
And I guess it would be
Would we recognize these as Ormo, or are we thinking they're RR?
they definitely have more remnants of Soviet gear and uniforms. So I guess if Reed made his recon so he can maybe if you wanted to sneak up and get a better look, I would allow that.
I have a quick question about the guys that are just standing there. Are they standing there like at attention or just kind of like on break, or are they kind of like waiting for orders? How are they
Um,
standing?
well, let's see. So if there's probably like you count six of them. There's definitely a guy on the gun, and the gun is facing like the road, the approach to this roadblock. There's probably three more there in front of at the roadblock. Um, you could have sworn you saw six, so that's four. You see a guy who's driving or near the vehicle, like using it as cover and probably more or less on the driver's side of it. And um, you got a six. Okay. And you lost track of the other guy.
So
You
there's a
just
total of
Okay.
7?
no, there's six.
6, okay.
I'll stealth up a little bit to try to get a better vantage point, try to see a bit more detail.
Okay.
Another recon?
Yeah, Garcia, are you gonna do anything? You're gonna hang back or
Um,
set up, get up to a higher point and set
I'll
up a sniping
probably,
position.
I would definitely take a sniping position. I don't know if climbing on the Zill would be enough for it.
Probably not. You probably want to move up and get to a position like above the quote unquote square. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I would move up to where I could reach him.
Yeah.
And the distance, let's see, probably need that
Mhm.
is with the SVD. It's crazy if I remember it. Range is 10. Rate of fire is 4. And she does have, she has Rifleman gives a +1 modifier to range combat rolls, firing assault rifles, carbines, submachine guns, and shotguns. Would that, or would the sniper? No, the sniper would be the one to use, right? +1 modifier to range combat,
Yeah.
which would put her at a BA
Mhm.
because she's already at an A, so she can't go to an AA plus.
Yeah, but if there's any minuses, then for range or whatever, then those could be taken into consideration.
I mean, she'd take an AA plus. She'd be fine with that.
Mm. Oh, that could work, totally work there.
And I'm assuming you're having Reed go in and scope, or are you gonna fire if needed?
Ideally, I don't want to fire anything at all. I'm just moving just a little bit closer, just to try to get a better vantage point, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna fade back.
All right, so go ahead and make your rolls.
I do get +1, not that it matters because it's an AA because of infiltrator.
Okay.
Get an AA +2.
AA plus. Yeah, I am the
Wow,
night. I
you
am
are
the shadow.
you
I am the
are
wind.
You are
how
one with the leaves.
how close would you like to? That's pretty crazy. There's no way they're gonna see you. Okay.
He is like a walking stick.
All right, and then I guess Amy, you're gonna try to climb, or you're gonna have Reed kind of climb up.
Well, Garcia would be,
Sorry, Garcia.
yeah, up higher on a vantage so that she can scope in and keep an eye out. So what do you need her to do?
Also recon.
Also recon.
That's the default.
Okay. What the heck? She's gonna push it.
Okay. Oh,
That's
that was a good
that's
put.
the way it should be.
That's a good push. All right, so you find a good vantage
He's
point
Yeah,
about.
he's one with the leaves and she is bark.
Okay.
She's just
So
a tree limb.
yeah, so there's there's like one of those it's like a town circle, that you typically see in a European place. The side that you're on is all blown up and burned out.
Gotcha.
So I will actually, so how close would you like to get?
Probably pretty close. Is there any watchtowers or spotlights searching around or any watchtowers?
Um, there's like a there's like a set of there's like a gazebo on the opposite side. There's a fountain in the middle of this roundabout. There's housing. The housing is not as burnt up on their side. On your side, it's a bit ruined. It's a bit of a ruin. It's probably the best thing to do.
Is there a lot of terrain between me and then to the ruins, or is it just like open field?
I'll get about to show you.
Okay.
grab one by the leg and pull it back into the trees like a lion.
I just gotta, yeah, I would, so there's like trees, yeah, overgrown. Um, you don't, I mean, you guys have never been through, there's no one who has been through here, so you wouldn't know. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Sam. Let's have Sam roll something here. That might be able to,
In-
to let you know something.
Intelligence.
Maybe survival. Intelligence survival.
Would he use his stuff for that?
How's that? His stuff. What do you mean? Like, what does he have? Oh, for survival for that? Probably not.
Cause he has, Scrounger, which gives him a +1 modifier to survival rolls for scrounging, but he's not scrounging, right?
No.
Um, not making camp. Okay, he doesn't get any of that. Okay. He will do his best. He will push and attempt again. And he will take a stress.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't recall. I mean, he's a little. Probably it's been a while since he's been out on the field, you know, so he's a little nervous, I guess.
I don't know why Roll20 has a hate thing going on with the dice tonight for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll get good when I need it to, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. How many did I say there were?
6.
Six.
One driving, 3 near the truck, and he lost track of the other 3.
I thought it was just the one that I lost track of.
I don't know.
There was one in the truck driving it, and there was another one on the gun. There were
Yeah.
3 guys standing around, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I lost track of the other one.
All right. So you can use one of those dice to try to find that other guy. You got 3 successes, including a 12.
So
So I guess
would it be one success or just a roll?
No, so you got 3 successes. Oh, sorry, you got 3 successes, one of which is a 12. So you could use that 12. Yeah, you have an extra success. They're not going to be able to beat a 12.
Mhm.
So you have an extra success to ask a question with a 12, like a 12 for spot or a 9 for spot or 9 for something else.
Okay. I might use the 9 for something else just to keep the
Right,
12 so I can follow
spot.
the information.
So you spot another guy in a sniping position.
Would Garcia see him?
I will let you know because you got an 11. I don't think he's gonna beat me.
Well, I got quite a bit. I got an 11 and an 8.
Now, can I tell if he's making a target, like if he's like in a shooting position or if he's like resting and just on Overwatch?
He is definitely in a shooting position.
I give a hand signal back, just saying that there's an enemy in that direction.
All right. I'm gonna switch maps. Hopefully this works.
Does it look like he is aiming at something or just at the roadblock?
He's kind of can you see? Let me see what you see. I should see what you see. All right. So I guess I'll point things out. So these are the 3. Here's a technical. This is the guy on the machine gun. This is like the driver. This is the sniper. And Reed, he only got 1 success. You got 3 successes. It looks like, so Reed and Garcia, you can see they're watching this road and you guys came along, and since you beat them in the recon, you came along and kind of ducked behind here.
Okay.
You could be more packed. I just set it up so that, you
I
you guys
gotcha.
have, it's like all these Marines are in here, right? So, or they're spread out, I guess. Let's see. Let's kind of make this a little better. So we got, so Reed and Garcia are probably, one in each technical, right?
Well, I would think that Garcia would have gotten out and taken a higher vantage point so
Yeah.
that she could see.
Yes, so Garcia, you can be in any of these buildings that you want to be in. So you can move yourself. You should be able to move it and put yourself in any one of these in the roof of any one of these buildings. If that's cool, you could even be here, right? So if you wanted
Well,
to.
that's what I'm thinking, because if Reed is there, she would want to get like up to here so that she could see. It won't let me go there.
You can go down one like there.
Okay, but she's on the roof.
Yeah.
But that way she can see him and she can see everybody here and get a good jump on them.
Yeah. So let's see. So Marines is probably going to be. I'm gonna split these guys up. So probably there's 8 associated with the ZIL, or 8 associated with the ZIL. Right. And Sam is there, and probably with green. That's 10, and the other 1, 2, so it's 4 and 4, right?
Well, I thought we had 6 in each technical, one of them being Garcia and one being Reed, and 12, and that includes Sam and the Zill for a total of 24.
Yeah. So you got 4. Oops. Didn't change it. Let's see if this adds up. So 8, and then you can have 4, and then another 4 here.
That should work. I
Right.
mean,
That's 16. So there's 3 extra. So there's probably 11. And right, because you have 19 total, right?
24 total.
Yeah. So let's see if this works out. 11, 15, 19, 21, 22, 23. There's 26, I guess. But right. So 4, you have 19 Marines. North, Webb, and Green, that's 22, and then the 3 of 25. Sam's extra, that's right. That makes sense.
Mhm.
All right, so Reed, so you're here. You can be as close as you want to be. I guess this is like a crater. That's like an old fountain. I put you in this clump of trees, but you could get closer if you needed to, if you wanted to. Vince, I think you're muted.
Yes.
I don't know where you want to get. I mean, you rolled so well. You could even have like snuck across,
I think I might still stay by the ruins, but
like,
um
or like in here, or the gazebo.
possibly the gazebo. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Because I want to try to be a little bit more further, but just to see this.
Yeah, so let's say that,
And then it makes sense. I'll see the sniper too.
right. So this is going west, we'll say, or east. So north is this way.
Got it.
So right, so they've kind of blocked the way, covering this area. All right. Yeah. So as you're closer, they're definitely you see either tattoos or insignia that suggests that they are part, or you were part of the Soviet Ninth. They have these guys have AKMs. Yeah. So they might have other stuff. Right. So
But the sniper is in a shooting position, but it doesn't look like he has a target in mind.
no, he does not have a he doesn't have a target. He might be looking this way because maybe he heard something or saw something. Um, you see, let's see. Yeah, well, you can't see the guy on the machine gun. You probably saw, as you moved across, you saw that, right? Because you're now here, you see these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see from there because you're like now 50 meters away, 45 meters away, give or take. He's probably a little higher, right? Because he's up on the roof
Mhm.
or in a window, probably in a window. So he's probably about 50 to 55 meters away.
Hmm.
And then Garcia, you're on the roof.
Yes. Is he within range?
Oh yeah, any of these guys are within range. 68 meters.
Because she has a silencer on the SVD.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice. It looks pretty nice on the Zoom. That's cool. All right,
Mhm.
this is a map from the box set, the original box set. It's just any old town type of
Mhm.
thing. Well, it's just a town square, right? So, all right. So is that what we want to do? What do you want the other guys to do?
So she's waiting. Because her range combat would go up 1, so then she would be BA. She'd
Yeah.
be BA plus. She's waiting for Reed to give her the order to shoot, but she would be specifically aiming at him.
Yeah, you're Reed. So you see like say the middle guy here. The middle guy there has like a radio and he's like radioing somebody. Um, I guess you see that he's probably talking to this guy because this guy like answers back with a radio.
I mean, we have radios. Can we tap into their radios?
I mean, that'd be like a technical thing.
I
Oh yeah,
mean,
you have like a Soviet radio, right? And
yeah,
the
but I
ZIL.
mean, Sam has a CB in tech.
Fortunately, none of them have communications.
Yeah, you could have him roll. Yeah, it's fine. What do you want? What do you want the other guys to do? Because you could have given orders once you saw this. I mean,
I would say probably have them stand by, ready to come down and guns blazing if need be, or just to hightail. Either way, they're ready to ready to
okay,
mobilize in a moment.
all right.
It's notice.
Yeah, Sam did pretty good.
Well, like these guys can be ready to like roll around, right? Because they can have the two
Mhm.
machine guns to bear. Um, green, green might move through. Green's gonna try to move through. Oh, well, geez, this Webb is the one with the like the light machine gun, right? I believe she's the one with the light machine
I
gun.
believe so. And I
Right.
think she has an RPG. Sam made his tech.
Yeah. So Sam,
Web. I'm trying to see if Web has a sheet. I don't think. Does Web have it? No, I think she was under
yeah, they're just
miscellaneous.
under, yeah, miscellaneous. Uh, yeah, U.S. Army. Yeah, U.S. soldiers, Webb, etc.
Mhm.
But I think I'm looking at Webb now. Webb is red leg mortars, I guess. One of these guys, I know one is we had specialties for them somewhere. Maybe I can look. I will look on the sheet.
Well, if you want to pause, I can try and look it up.
Yeah, because I know they each had like the named ones have a specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked up some of these Marines, the named ones have specialties. It looks like Green's a driver, North is like a knife fighter type, and Webb is a heavy weapon specialist. So I know you guys brought a mortar, one of the 60 millimeter mortars, so that could be set up maybe with the help from one of the Marines.
Yep.
So change some things around here.
I mean, Garcia will remind them, we want to keep at least one alive.
Right, so
Only alive and talking, doesn't have to necessarily be completely intact. Because we can patch them up.
right, Sam got into their radio frequency using the Zill. So I don't know, I guess I don't know how he's, I guess Reed, I guess you have radio communication.
Yes, we have radios.
Okay.
I am taking a look. I don't think I have the communication trait.
No, but you have a radio, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we have radios. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Sam got in. So I
Okay.
guess he can relay. He'll relay to Reed that it seems like the spotter sniper says he saw something and he's talking to the guy, and then they're debating whether they're going to go check it out. The sniper says he thought he saw something up in this direction. You probably heard the noise or thought he, saw like the,
flash of a car.
And then the guy says, "Do you think it's the locals?" I don't know. We were told to stay here. We're not going to try to get into those caves. That'd be crazy. But aren't we a little crazy? That's what he says. All right. Well, maybe when more people come. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Because if we attack them, and this feels like a scout force, so they are going to have to report back eventually. If we take them out, then we may have them aware of, depending what time we need to check back in. And when we come back up, then they know.
Well, I
And
mean, they could see that, feel like it's resistance from the locals.
Yeah. I say we wait for them to head out to go take a look at, and then attack them in the rear. They won't expect it.
So you want me to make a new map?
Not necessarily. We could do Theater of the Mind too if you want. And more than likely, once they head out of the town, like when they go up to here, because it looks like it bottlenecks, we can take out the sniper and then probably just mortar the truck.
We can. I mean, it's also. Well, I don't know. Is Garcia going to say anything?
Well, Garcia's thinking we could take out the sniper and toss the mortar into the middle of them over here.
Like right now, rather than waiting for the move.
Yeah, why wait? If they already think something's up, they might have already radioed that something's up.
Yep. And then when they go move to check it out, they won't suspect them to be attacked from the rear. That's how I looked at it, like an ambush.
You got them ambushed right now.
Yeah, I know.
They wouldn't expect something coming from what they think is an empty house or a mortar being launched at them when they are expecting like the locals.
Fair enough.
And then we'll hope one survives it, and if they don't, we'll look for another group, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your intel suggests that they have like between 100 and 150 people. So, taking out 6 is significant.
Yeah, it won't affect it too much. Yeah, we might as well attack now then. That would be the best idea.
Okay. All right. So
what's your shooting at, Garcia?
For
For
sniping?
rifles. Yeah.
For sniping? She gets the +1, so she is a BA+.
How's your recon?
BA.
Do you want to provide Overwatch for the mortar and then I can shoot it? Because I have an AA for shooting.
If that's what you want.
Because yours is a BA with the +1, right?
I'm a B in agility, A in range combat, and I have 2 levels up I can go with it. So
it's an
So you're an AA too. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Okay. I sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was the BA with the +1.
Mm-mm.
Okay, then yeah, if you want, you can go ahead and shoot, and then I will provide Overwatch for the mortar round.
all right. So go ahead. So I guess do you want to do the Overwatch first? Call in do the Fort Observer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that.
That's your favorite skill, our favorite skill that seems to be used for everything.
I mean,
It's
it doesn't hurt.
yeah, it's recon, right? So
Yeah, for me it's an AA.
yep.
Nice.
There we go. That gets the
It's 2.
mortar.
Yeah, I think that's gonna help. Suppression.
And then let's hope like hell that my D12 is in a good mood.
All right, so indirect fire. Oops.
So do you want me to shoot?
Wait, hold on.
Mhm.
Okay, directing indirect fire requires a slow action and a recon roll. We just did that. It needs to be done before the weapon is aimed. All right. Okay. All right. So if the spotter you made it. So, but if the spotter roll fails, the indirect fire cannot hit. The gunner can still aim and fire, but the shot will automatically deviate. If the spotter succeeds, the gunner resolves the attack normally. Extra successes on the spotter's roll have no effect. Okay. The
Aw,
spotter can call in corrections. Requires no dice roll though.
okay. Well, that's handy.
But it's also
And then
it's a slow action. So you can move if you wanted to, but you're in a good spot.
yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. So I guess Garcia, you're gonna fire.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You guys have a surprise round, and then we'll do initiative. So you're 60. Oh, yeah. That's 7 points of damage.
Just then, the sniper's head just disappears. We
Yeah.
don't know what happened.
Well,
We just hear a sound.
we could roll location. That's 7 damage. Jeez. All right.
So D6 and a D10.
Yeah.
Headshot, headshot, headshot. Oh,
2, 4.
Body shot. But he's out. I mean, he's incapacitated with a 4. What's 4? It's not a it's not lethal, but he's incapacitated.
Which,
Torso.
if he survives the mortar shot to the rest of his group, we
Oh,
can
it
take him back.
is lethal. It's
Oh, okay.
you shot him
no,
like
no.
yeah. He might have been like in a crouched position, like a crouched at the window, and you shot him just under the chest, so he's bleeding gut. He would die in a shift.
Hmm.
So he's incapacitated.
Sleeping.
Yep, sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. He would be sleeping in a shift. Okay. All right. Next.
Okay.
That was all right. So then you want.
Well, now it would be the mortar team launching.
Yeah, I don't think they would realize what happened. Let me see. Let me see if they have to wait a round. Oh no,
Well,
it actually says, I mean, this can happen in the same round, because it actually
Yeah.
says, oh, if
Mhm.
this is a good time to switch initiatives. Right. When that happens. Okay. So you want to fire for web?
You want me to shoot it?
Yeah. So well, it's gonna be
Why don't you shoot, Vince?
so
Okay.
so you can open up the US allied soldiers and then bump up the heavy weapons by 1, so it'll be a BB, it looks like.
BB.
Yeah.
And just roll heavy weapons.
Yeah, let me get to the area first, because there could be deviation. I mean, it's short range for sure. No moving target. Yep. All right, you're firing at the truck.
I think
Mhm.
it's only like a D blast or a C blast, something like that. C blast.
Yeah, what is it? It's a 60 millimeter.
Yeah, I'd have to look.
Yeah,
I'll look
this
while you
is
do
60
that.
millimeter.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and it's a BB roll.
BB. BB. Oh,
Well, one hit is enough. I mean,
yep.
boom.
I wanted to obliterate it. It's still there though.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
no,
mean, do
no
you want
deviation.
to push the D10?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So the damage on that.
We at least want to take out the one with the radio.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you hit you're aiming for the truck, so it's the biggest target. So it'll get shrapnel and stuff. Artillery mortars there is 60. All right, so the damage to the roof to the truck is a 5. You're right, it's blast C. Okay. So that's gonna be like the guy in the truck. I mean, it's gonna be everybody. Maybe not this guy, but all right. Okay.
Driver, gunner, radio dude. I'm good with that.
Yep. So all right, so it penetrates the truck. It's only 1. So that's 4 damage through. So Vince, roll a D. It's a D10, I believe. A D10 penetration. 6. Driver. Driver is gone. He takes 4 damage.
And then there were 4.
Yeah, well, roll a D6 and
D10?
a D10. Yeah, that's a crit.
So one of
Oh,
each?
Huh?
yeah.
One of each?
Yeah, a D6 for location and a D head.
Mm.
Oh, that's legs,
Mm.
but it lands in his lap. All right,
No.
4. Okay. Let me see how this works. All right, any excess damage beyond a critical injury. Let me see what the critical injury on this is. I was just there.
It cleaves, then it kills the next guy next. To
Um, the crit is a 3, so that's it. You roll it. So roll again.
Okay. Roll D10?
Yeah.
Or okay. 5.
5. Okay, and a 5 goes to. Five goes to cargo. Internal cargo struck. Um, all right. So you kind of hit like straight on the cab, boom, and then of course it explodes as a C. So that's gonna be all right, it's gonna be this guy. So these 2 guys here will take roll a 2d8.
2d8.
Yep.
3 and a 7.
All right, so they take all right, so they take 2 damage each. Oh, wait, that's actually 2. Let me see. It's actually 3 damage, I believe. Yep. All right. And then roll a 2d6 also.
2d6.
This is actually 3 damage.
3 and a 4.
Well, what's the result? Wait. Oh, okay. So yeah, these other guys would take that 2d6 damage potentially. All right. So these guys both take 3, which is enough for a crit. Well, depending where it hits. One of these guys may or may not have blackjack. So roll a 2d6 to see like hit location.
2d6.
Yep.
3 and a 1.
So legs and chest. This guy took a crit right here. This guy is okay. His black jacket helped him. So he takes,
It's the one with the radio, isn't he?
yeah, 2 points of damage. This guy here takes a crit, so roll a d10 to the legs. Yep,
6.
it's a lethal wound.
He's sleepy.
Yeah, he's sleepy too. All right. Now we're gonna, does anyone else have something they can do or that you want them to do, or do you want them to hold? Do you want these guys to drive out and do something in the surprise round?
Well, I mean, if we don't have anyone else that has sniping or anything like that, do we?
Not really.
And
See
the
how-
KP
I'm about to say their orders more than likely were just to, if combat did happen, to come down and swoop in.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. So are they swooping in now, or you having them wait for?
I would,
Well, once you hear that, they hear that, they go.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
then-
would it take a full action for them to get here, or will it be like?
well, we'll see. We're gonna look at vehicles and see how fast the technicals can go, and then North and Green can roll a driving check to see if it goes faster.
It's angry.
Mhm.
Do they have their own sheets?
No, just use them. But one of them has driving. Green has driving.
Hmm, Green does.
Yeah. So it's a bonus.
Um,
So pickup is combat speed is 5-3. So depending if they go road or off-road.
So you want me to roll Green's driving bumped up one? It's a BB right now.
Oh yeah, so it'd be a bumped up, it'd be a AB, right?
I either can move driving up to an A or agility up to an A.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. If it's AB for Green, roll him.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to move this up, sorry.
Okay.
Or should I just move driving to the A and roll just driving?
Yeah, yeah, so
Okay, here we go.
all right, so that's good. So you can move 6. So this technical can move 6. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can move to here.
Okay. And are we in range of the KBV or KPV or whatever it's called?
Yeah, so Green's driving. And then the Marines are on one of the Marines is on the KPV and the other are there. The KPV, what is let's look at the range of the KPV.
I don't know. Hold on, weapons data. I don't 100% know where I'm looking, so give me-
KPV has a range of range of 20. Yeah, I think you're in range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're in range.
Okay, so what do I roll for that?
The heavy weapons of
Or on the combat tab?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
So it'll be heavy weapons.
Yeah. I'm at the page so we can figure it out. So heavy weapons.
Okay.
And you can see how many, the rate of fire is up to 4. You
The
can
heavy
roll.
weapons on here is only a C.
Yeah, so it's going to be a strength and and one dice less because he's moving. But you know,
Well, then I don't think he would take the shot at a BD, but we'll try.
yeah. I mean, just remember you can roll d6s too, right? So
Do what?
you can roll up to 4 d6 because the rate of fire is 4.
Okay, well, let's see if he hits first.
Well, I mean, you just got to decide what's your rate of fire.
Probably 4.
Okay.
You okay with that, Vince?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, because I have to do heavy weapons and then roll what, 4d6?
Yeah.
Shoot, they'll push it.
They can't push their NPCs. But you roll 46. If you get a 6, that means they have to take cover, right? They have to anyway. But it's extras. Okay. No, it just sprays fire across that field. All right, so roll for
That's-
north. Yeah, roll for north.
You want me to roll again?
9 and 6, 15 rounds. 15 rounds used. Oh, that's nice. It adds it up. Yeah, no, north is going to drive now around, right?
I thought I already rolled his driving.
No, that was green.
You said roll for green,
Yeah, that was green who drove. Now it's north's turn to drive.
north, okay. And he gets the same thing?
No, I don't. I think he just gets BB. Still got 6. So 1, 2 guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go here, I guess. Still in range.
All right, it's on you, Vince, because roll 20 is not liking me.
So it's gonna be like it looks like a BD because they're moving,
BD for
and then 4d6 for heavy weapons.
Yeah, for
Everyone.
US Allied soldiers.
Fingers crossed. Hey, a little
That's a hit.
six.
Someone gets hit. No, I mean they
Okay.
can't push it. So we'll figure
Yeah.
out who gets hit and then roll that 4d6 to see if you other targets or whatever.
So 46,
Yep.
Mhm.
5, 4, 2, and a 3.
All right. So roll another. So we're gonna roll a series of d6s and see what happens. So roll d6.
Just 1 or 4?
1,
Okay. 5.
5, 1, 2, 3. So you hit this guy. This guy is the main target here.
In the middle, yeah.
No, this guy right here.
He's the one with the radio?
No. So that's a chest hit. But the damage is 4 damage.
To the head.
No, it's to the 4, or it's to the chest. So it's 3 damage, which is still a crit. So
Sleepy.
D10 then for crit?
yes,
2.
2. All right. So he got winged, but he's injured.
Okay.
Well, I got to roll their I got to
Coolness
roll
on the fire.
coolness under fire. Yeah. Okay, the guy with the radio. He's a little different. He goes down. He's down, and that means this guy has to go, and of course this guy has to go too. So, all right, the guy who got shot. Oh, he's gonna maybe do something. And the other guy who didn't get shot, and I don't know why I did that. I closed the stupid character sheet.
I keep doing that
I
too.
hate that. And that guy, this guy gets, crouches down the barricade. This guy crouches down. These other 3 guys are incapacitated. And I know that this guy they all took lethal wounds, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's have to.
I believe so.
So someone might be able to save them, but we'll see. Okay. All right. Now you roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh wait, and I guess these guys, that's the spotter. You want Sam to hold back and not drive, right?
Correct.
And these guys are going to move into position to hear the front in reserve, I guess, right? They'll move through the house. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want them to like spread out in a line with Reed? Or just move through the house and kind of find a position to shoot from?
I think move to the house and try to find a position. Kind of do like guerrilla warfare to spread them out.
Okay, yeah. They probably have to move forward to get a better shot, but okay. But they're like in reserve. And the other two guys in the truck who are not driving or shooting the KPV, I guess. I mean, I don't know if you want them to fire. They'd be at minuses, but I don't know if you want them to shoot or not or wait.
We could
Maybe
just have them lolly another mortar in there too.
yeah. Well, we'll see.
We could.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna draw cards. And
Remember, Reed gets 2.
Reed gets 2, 7. All right, so Reed's at a 4. Can you see the cards when they come up? Look.
Yeah.
All right. Garcia is also a 4, but Reed's gonna go first. But remember, you can change these. I'll do web next, right? That's pertinent. Or which group do you want me to do next?
You pick, Vince.
Bad guys are last, so. Or I can pick the bad guys now. If you want me to.
I'm gonna say let's go for the guys that are in the house.
These guys here. Okay.
The ones that are out here.
Yeah, because they got a 7. All right. And then, oops, the mortar's got a 10, unfortunately. And then Green's vehicle, ace. 10 for North vehicle.
I think Green would ask Reed if he
And the bad
wants him
guy's
to.
got a 2. Oof.
I think that Green would ask Reed if he wants him to trade his ace with somebody else who we want to have go first. And I'm thinking if we did that, can't we just have the mortar crew shoot the same basic location? Or
No, it'd be like, I mean, you can switch around, right? So
Yeah.
You stop oh no, you don't have to spot them in anymore. Reed can do something else. You don't have to correct.
Yeah.
Fire for
How about
effect. Right.
I could snipe out one of the other guys. It looks like one of the guys is undamaged, and then we can have him surrender after.
No, this guy's damaged, but he's still like he didn't. He looks like he's gonna fight, right? Still.
But what about this guy? I don't see a red dot on him, which is why I was curious.
Oh no, he's not damaged, but he ducked under cover.
Got it.
Yeah. So this guy here will go on 2, and these guys can roll for coolness under fire again.
but we still have to figure out what you want us to do about that ace. Do you want Green to take another shot? Or do you want the mortar group to go? Or what do you want?
Or Green can drive forward and then they can shoot again, right?
Do you want prisoners?
One prisoner is all we would really need, but I think we'll come across another group too.
Because here's the thing, if we snipe out the guy that's behind cover, I have a feeling the other 2 would surrender. And then we could, do how we normally interrogate.
Okay.
Have one person that doesn't talk, kill him, and then the other person normally talks.
Okay.
Right, so who's you switching? Are you who's switching with who? Garcia has the best shot.
I think, yeah. Okay, if Garcia has the best shot, we can go for that.
Well, because I don't know what kind of weapons you have, Reed, but you're like probably in the second range band.
Yeah. Okay, Garcia then.
Okay.
Or for the luck.
Alrighty, please be nice. No, I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, you can push those 2 12s.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. That one doesn't matter because you got a 6 already.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 5 damage. Oh, he's done. Roll location and crit, but he's incapacitated.
4 and a 1.
4 is chest. He's just incapacitated, but you know,
He's sleepy.
he's sleeping.
Now we got 3.
But this guy's like, he's not, doesn't have a lethal wound, so I gotta put the eye in there, so I'll just do this. Okay. He didn't take a, well, it's a, oh, yeah, it's a crit, but it's only a 1, right? So it is a critical wound, but it's not like lethal. I don't think. To the chest, a 1, probably not. Okay. These other guys, all they can do is try to
Well,
do
don't
the-
they have to roll their coolness under fire again?
yes, they have to roll their coolness under fire. If they make it, they can do something. If they don't, then well. All right. And I think they only get individual because there's no cohesion. No. All right. Well, that guy's okay. That guy recovers. And the other guy. It does not
Yeah.
recover. This guy stays down. He hasn't been injured. He's like, I don't feel like getting injured. This guy here is gonna do something. Doesn't, I don't know what he can do.
Was he the one with the radio?
Yeah.
I should have sniped him.
He's gonna go to here and he's gonna try to get like, well, he's got to pull the driver out of the truck. So that's all he can do. He runs over to he runs to here and he pulls the driver out of the truck. I mean, he doesn't have a shot at anyone. I mean, he's not in range. You know, he's gonna try to get away, but you know,
Would the truck even work? It had a mortar hit it.
yeah, it's got a big hole in it, but it could work.
I don't think the hole was in the engine. Technically, you
Yeah.
could drive away.
Yeah, I mean, the window is shattered. He has to pull that guy out of the, you know, the driver's seat. But yeah. Okay, that's what he does. So he's got cover from the driver. It's hard to see him where he's at. Okay, we did this already. This. So Reed and Reed goes. Yeah, to Reed.
Reed goes next.
Yes, you can move or whatever.
We have one guy trying to drive away, right?
Yeah, you saw him kind of move back. And he's probably like yelling to himself. Actually, you know, I will he'll probably stress himself out. Maybe. Unroll a fear check. The equivalent of a fear check.
80 meters.
All right. He's like freaked out. All right.
Range is 5, so that's what, 50 meters?
Yeah, 5 squares.
Okay.
But you can move to and try to run with movement. Right. You don't have a line of sight to him. You'd have to get to like here. It's far.
Yeah, I'll try to get up to here and then try to yell out to him, tell him to surrender, or we could, you know,
Although you could,
resume fire.
if you could make it to like here, you would have some shot. That's like 3 hexes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still
Okay,
shoot.
I'll move
Still
there.
shoot. Well, go. You have to make your movement, your whatever mobility.
Mobility.
Yeah.
Okay, mobility. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have all of the movement.
Yeah, you do have all the movement.
You are one with the tree.
You can move up to 5.
You don't even see me walk. I just hover straight over.
You can move 5 squares.
Okay.
Obviously, there's cover here, right?
Yeah.
Where those trees are, or bushes,
1,
whatever.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you definitely most. Yeah, you're like 3 hexes away, 35 meters away. So M16 or 8 has that range. I'm sure. I don't know what he has.
Yeah. I have, I believe, the M16A1
Yeah, the range
is
is
5.
5. Yeah. So if you want to shoot at him,
But yeah, I'll go shoot the guy in the truck.
okay,
Since he's trying to run, I want to prevent him from running.
okay.
Then I'll do 2. And then with rifleman, I am shooting an AA.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wow.
Push it, push it.
yeah, I'm gonna push. Just roll the 2d12s.
No, you can roll the whole thing over again.
Okay, I'll do that. I gotta stress.
No, it's your reliability goes down.
Oh, the reliability go down.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. This guy's getting lucky. All right. Green, Amy, if you wanted to have him drive again further up.
Well, move up and we'll shoot again.
Okay. So you can have him roll driving again.
Well, he gets that bumped up, right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's him.
Nice. So that's going to be, if he sticks to the road, that's 5. So
Yeah.
it could be 1. Could be like 1, 2, 3, 4. He could get up to here, or he could go through 3, 1. That's probably better to go through, actually.
I'll just move him to the best place he can be at, and then he'll stop. And then his gunner will fire, I guess.
1, 2, 3. You could probably move. You can move to there.
Is that within range?
Oh, for
And we're stopped, so we're not moving, right?
no, but you still moved in this round, so that unfortunately penalizes you. All right. Yeah, they're actually all of them are in range. I mean, for sure the KPV is in range, but
So he's
I mean,
still at a BD instead of a BC.
yes, but I mean the guys with the M16s or whatever, the other 2 Marines can fire too if they wanted to. They're in range.
Well, they hit with a 7.
Oh, that's a hit on the. Are you firing at this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hit. So the damage is a lot.
So what do you want me to roll for damage?
Well, the damage is how much is there? Grr. That's annoying. I just had it. The damage is gonna be like 4 or 5. So 4. So it's 4 damage to him. He's incapacitated.
Oh, I don't need to roll for it.
No,
And
because
then we have this guy who
and
is,
but it's definitely a crit. So roll
yeah, so
location,
he's-
location, and yep. So 3, 7. It's a lethal shot for sure.
sleepy shot. Sleepy
Yeah.
shot.
Yep. All right.
And I would think whoever's turn is next is going to ask this last person to surrender.
Yeah, so the Marines, one of the two Marines can do that. So you can see, you can make leadership or empathy, whatever.
For me?
Yeah, well, yeah, so you can for these guys here, it's
Oh.
leadership, empathy. To get them to surrender. Leadership or persuasion, either one.
Well, they're bad in both, so we'll go with empathy. No, they don't
No,
want anyone surrendering.
no.
But I'm thinking the one that has the 7, which is the next Marines in the house, I would think they would be told to get him to surrender, or Reed could possibly talk to him now.
Yeah.
He's closest.
But with the allied soldiers, they have command. You can roll 2d8s instead of just the one.
Yeah, command.
Oh, roll another D8.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Yep.
it's not leadership, it's command. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2Cs.
Oh,
Hey.
that's success. Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll throw his weapon down.
All right. So we'll
We
collect.
got one.
That's kind of what we wanted. We want intel, so
Yeah. I don't know what you want to do with
the sleepy people,
the sleep. These guys here, they slept people,
I would leave them.
and then this guy here is not doesn't it look like he has lethal wound? You can treat him.
Yeah,
Or
we
not.
can take them in. Sam can treat them.
Okay. You can roll for Sam. Oh, you don't think Sam feels obligated to try to treat one of those guys? Or
For
no?
what?
Well, I would say the guy in the truck is
He gets a +1
beyond
to his medical
beyond
because
help.
I'm gonna say by treat, do you mean just putting them out of the misery?
No.
Because
no,
they all have mortal wounds.
All right. So
no,
this guy's down to 1.
he gets a plus for treating somebody that's almost out of hit points, so that's what he rolls.
Yeah. So this guy's good. He's injured, but he's only got 1. That
He's
wasn't
got him
lethal.
stabilized.
Yeah,
So
the other guys have critical wounds, so it's like a down on the track. It's down on the track, and then like this guy here who got hit with the mortar is probably he's pretty messed up.
I mean, I don't think the rest of them are gonna make it. So
Yeah, the sniper is pretty messed up. Well, I mean, you're just gonna leave him up there, right? So it doesn't even matter. Now you can gonna. Okay. All right. And then
and I do think if there is nothing wrong with that radio, the radios, we would recover them.
yeah, let me see. Roll for the roll 2d8.
Me
the
or
gu-
Vince?
Either one, anyone. I just need a 2d8.
Do you want to roll, Vince? I think it's your turn.
Okay. 2d8.
Yep.
5 and a 2.
All right. Yeah, this radio, the guy here, this radio is intact. You're gonna have to go up and look for the sniper to get that radio, but that one's intact too.
Cool. We can do that. See what if he had any info on them.
All right, you can collect their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Just like that, we have another sniper rifle.
Well, it's yeah, we'll see what I'm gonna check, see kind of it is. So these are guys had AKMs, like I said. The 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 AKMs with 1 reload. They never got to fire them. The technical is the technical shot, but you can recover that DSHK.
Okay.
It's a heavy machine gun with let me see how many rounds it says it has.
With how many?
I'm going to look. 1 reload, so whatever that is.
Reload. I'm sure it's on the sheet somewhere.
Um
And we have 2 radios.
yeah. So, the 50 rounds in the DSHK.
Okay.
There is a KPV. That's so dumb. All right. I was right. The damage was 4. So, he's
Okay.
that's fine. Range is 20. Jeez.
And then what sniper rifle did he have?
Yeah, we can roll because they have a combination of civilian, etc. So roll me a D6.
You got it, or want me to get it?
I rolled it.
Oh, okay.
5.
It took me a minute.
It's a civilian rifle with a scope.
Ah. Civilian
So, basically
with a scope.
a
Okay.
bolt, yeah, a bolt action hunting rifle, 30-06 type. Yep. And he's got 5 rounds. That's it. So it does have a sight on it.
The scope.
Yeah, the bolt action rifle, yeah, has a scope on it.
Okay.
And
All
it
right,
had
Reed, do you want to be good guy or bad guy?
I'll be a guy to see how it goes.
right.
Because I think Reed's a killer, but let me see. His command's only a B. So it'll be a BC, a CB for command. And then Garcia, what's yours?
CD.
Yeah, so I guess I'll take lead and not necessarily, I guess, be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So
because
yeah,
bad needs higher checks.
this is a guy who surrendered. He's uninjured. I can
I mean,
clear
Sam
these.
has treated them, so they shouldn't feel like we're gonna kill them.
Right.
They
But-
might give up info, you never know.
Mhm. Yeah.
And don't we have the Soviet 9 with us
No.
in Krakow?
No. No. That's the Soviet 10th Guards.
Okay.
You probably have fought the 9th before at the airport. I think those are remnants of the 9th.
Mhm.
But all right. But they broke up into different marauder groups, so
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, what do you want to know? And
Well, Garcia would tell them, look, we've been told that you guys are gonna come up and attack Krakow. Is that true?
roll your command, but give yourself a bonus dice because this guy did surrender.
I guess Garcia is leading this interrogation.
Well, it's
Well,
just the first question.
Yeah, I know.
I'll push
No.
it. There we go. I'm like, she's already stressed, so what difference does it make if she stresses herself out further? So she made it.
So, I mean, maybe they see like Reed in the background, and maybe Reed kind of finished off some of these dudes, because he has that killer, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, so then he says, let me see, because yes, our leadership will wants to approach Krakow. We've already beaten the Ormo back.
She that. I'd like to introduce you to my little friend here. He's got additional questions for you. But he just has to you have to let him wipe the blood off his eyes first.
Mhm.
That's your cue, Reed.
Oh, could I have could I had my my knife like I was cleaning up my like my fingernails, and then I just put it back in the sheath. It's very intimidating, like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then I go.
All right, so he's already, so that's one on this
Mhm.
guy.
Let's say, what are your orders
Oh, and he's actually has 2
here?
stress because he did lose his coolness under fire once. If you
Mhm.
lose coolness under fire, that causes stress, by the way. All right. So what is his orders?
Yes,
So you can use persuasion or command here.
I will use command because I'm kind of ordering him. Intimidate. Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Does he still have dry pants after this? That's my question.
he's broken effectively, so you can ask him whatever. It's fine. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He wants to. He says yes. He actually tells you the whole thing. He says, our leader, um, Boris Leonov. He has heard. He originally intended to, because that group, the Nazhevsky or Saki, which you guys took out when way back when Jonesy, rolled that burning UAZ down into the camp. Those guys, they used to be part of this group, and Leonov is wanting to go and reunite with them, and forcibly reunite them because those guys were turncoats, and he was gonna shut them down and sleep them and assimilate them and then attack Krakow. That was what he was gonna do, but and we were tasked here to watch the road, we were gonna go out and try to capture any civilians, um, and then figure out what they had here, and if they were working with those evil people from Krakow who are
The evil people from Krakow.
hoarding all the food. That's what he says.
How many of you
Okay.
are there?
Um,
Oh.
he lies first, but then with
I
Reed's
stare him down.
Reed's intimidation, he says, "Well, we did have 120, but now we have 5 less."
When were you?
150?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, 4. I mean, there was 4, right? So 4 less. So
Yeah.
116, and you've captured 2 of us. So
114 left effectively.
yeah.
When were you supposed to check in, or were reinforcements supposed to come to you?
Well, we were going to be relieved or reinforced. Let's see. By tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
Yeah. So 3 shifts worth by tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
It's only first shift, so by tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, they're supposed to come reinforce
Okay.
with another squad of men.
There's another squad. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're
Oh yeah,
basically
so you
taking
got
shit
so
from
they
this outpost.
so they are, I guess they originally had 5 trucks, now they have
4?
4. Yep. And you took their heavy machine gun as well.
Nice.
All right, have Garcia roll I guess, I don't know. Actually, let's have Sam and Webb. Well, no, that Sam was like, I guess you guys have all moved it to here, right? Driven into here.
Mhm. Yeah.
So Sam was like treating this guy, trying to figure out what's going on. Webb maybe has gone up top to set the mortar up with one of the Marines. Just as Overwatch. And Garcia's down on the ground now, right, Amy?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sam, I think if they were gonna relieve them here,
Mhm.
obviously they're not gonna find them now. Well, they'll find them dead.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that are living that'll come with us.
I say north is probably driven to here, and they're watching out. Green is probably driven to here.
Where is the reinforcements coming from? Where's your home base?
I think the best place. Guess maybe here. That seems exposed. Maybe here. Probably these Marines are probably like are in this area.
Okay. So she would have asked where their home base is. Where are they sending the reinforcements from?
Oh, where is their home base? That's a good question.
It is a good question.
Huh?
I said it is a good question.
And if he refuses to answer, you get to ask it again.
I'm not even sure if I need to ask. I just
Oh,
stare him down
he
and
does
watch
tell
him
you.
check.
He does tell you that there was rumors that had an inside person who was going to help get the gangs of Krakow in, to help us.
Hmm.
They just called him the boss.
Called him what?
The boss.
The
He's dead
boss.
now. Well, he's permanently sleeping now. He's on display. In
Yes, I'm sure you.
it was Goose.
Goose.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell him that he shouldn't have played Duck, Duck, Goose with the children.
Right. He doesn't understand what you mean, but he's like, okay. What else? Read.
Where their home base is.
Oh, their home base. Home base. That's right. That's right. He says that they're. I need to make sure. I don't want to give you wrong info. He says, well, our advanced guard. So we're like the advance, and the advanced guard is just on the other side of the bridge. The advanced guard is here.
Where?
B.
Other side of the bridge.
Yeah, I can't. Won't let me copy the name. And they plan to take this town, but we've heard that a lot of the people have already fled to the south to Gadov. I'll switch you back to the other map to show this. Yeah, so you guys are here.
Mm-hmm.
So they say that they're advanced. They have an advanced group here
Okay.
of like 15 to 20, maybe reinforced now. And the group is like in this area, just across the bridge. The main
But
force.
near the river?
Yeah, he says like within sight of the river. The
Because I'm wondering if we could ask Adam to take us on the Vistula Queen up there, or if
I
we
don't
could take
think
our
so.
torpedo boat.
The torpedo boat, maybe.
The torpedo boat could probably get up there.
The Vistula Queen. Oh, the Vistula Queen, though, it's like a low draft too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, but for sure the torpedo boat could navigate. And you have boats anyway. You have the smaller boats.
Yeah, we could get there and take a mortar with us and
I will. Let's see what this river's like.
Could you put an X on the map? Because if I try to do any marks, then the cards start moving here on me.
I'll put like a little dot, I think.
Put a little sign that says blow here.
No,
Blow me
there.
up here. There we go.
Yeah.
And when were you guys going to attack?
So we'll put that there. Let's see, RR camp, huh? When we're, because, well, we were going to see what was going on here in Viljeska, which is, that reminds me, I need some recon rolls for from people.
Recon
Yeah.
from
Let's see.
everyone?
Probably like web. Oh, that's fine.
And then web.
Well, web for
Well, they
sure.
probably everyone but us because we're busy.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so you get
And
a
you need Sam?
no, because Sam's treating. It would have been like web the best first, right? Web says that there, she says there's people coming.
Okay.
Are they hostile,
She
or
says
can they tell they're like civilians?
Web says they look like they're more like civilians, but they are
Okay.
armed.
Okay, I would say just keep an eye on them, see how they're coming. Treat no hostility just yet.
Okay.
We'll be out there soon to make contact because we have some time before they get to us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So they're coming from like this direction. Oh, you're
got
not
it.
on this map. They're coming from like the northwest.
Got it. Well, they were saying the town was because they were thinking about checking out what they saw.
Well, they probably heard. They probably
Mhm.
heard. Oh, these guys. Oh, these guys here. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
here to
those.
check out, engage the town, and tell them, to basically join or die.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But we were
Okay.
waiting. They're waiting for the reinforcement, before
Yeah,
they and did that.
yeah.
And
They're waiting.
obviously, the people heard the gunfire,
Oh yeah, I thought that was
and
quiet at all.
the
Yeah,
and then the
because
tut.
yeah,
So
I think that's pretty much it. That we have another squad coming back, more than likely with a vehicle like they did last time with a truck.
yeah, with another truck on the road. They're coming along the road from. They'll probably go around that one town.
Yeah,
But they're coming specifically here, so should we lay and wait for them?
I think it's best to try to check back because what time is the Rupert and everybody else? They're supposed to be back that evening, or are they going to be coming back?
they're already back.
They're already
They're
back
already
now.
back. And how long will it take to get back to Krakow? Like a shift?
Not even. I mean,
Oh.
it's probably been like half a shift.
Yeah, I'm about to say
It
we
only
can.
took you it didn't take you very long to get out here. It took you, if it's a 6-hour shift and you only went 10 kilometers, you can go 50. So, one fifth. That's been what's like 1/5 of a shift, a 6-hour shift.
Yeah,
So another hour to do this and clean up and stuff. So it's been 2 hours. It's been a third of a shift so far.
yeah.
We
But I want to
can,
say we could. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, we can radio the Ormo to come and secure this location and wait.
We can,
Because
or we. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because all they asked us to do, all the general asked us to do was help with reconning. Now we can
Yeah,
tell them what they're up against.
we
And
could secure it.
114 people, they should be able to handle that. We could even send some of our 300 with to help.
We could. I'm also wondering if notify everyone back home, set up an ambush here again, because it won't take too long. It'll take a shift to get back here.
Mhm.
and then make a kill box for them. So when the reinforcements come, we can take them out.
Could, but I think Kasha would want you guys prepping and ready to go up north. So we only have like 2 days before we have to be up north, but if you want to wait until the morning and then we can come back late at night, set up here for
Yeah,
them. They get here
that's
in
what I
the
was thinking
morning.
about doing. Go
Yeah.
back, notify everyone so that if anything, we could split up again, have the ambush here, take those out, and then
Take the
you know,
prisoners back, get more
yeah,
medical attention for the one that needs it,
yeah.
and they may want to switch.
Hmm.
I'm good with that.
Okay, I think we have our plan then. Also, I want to see if we'll finish up here and then see what the guys that are coming this way. I have a feeling they might be townsfolk, but we'll find out.
Yeah. And we have the radios from this group too, so we'll be able to monitor it.
Yep.
Yeah, at least for a day, right, until they realize that these guys are missing.
Yep.
Well, that could actually prompt. Well, I mean, because you don't, because I guess the guy you're talking is you don't understand. Leonov is an angry person. If I mean, probably because if he finds out that you've done this, he will send his people in force to take
That might
revenge.
be a better idea for him.
You just see Reed just move his head slowly, staring at him cold eyes, and you are not the first to said this.
I mean,
And
the
then,
reality though is that then they'd have to deal with that Bochina place.
Mhm.
And if they're desperate, like everyone else right now is desperate for food, they might have to, you know,
Mhm.
try to take what they can from Bochina, although many of these people, like this guy said, have been, moving. In Brezhko, um, there's like he says a platoon, so that could be, a few squads.
Well, how quickly could we get the torpedo boat over there with the mortar on it? We could set that up
Yeah, we
and
Oh,
ship
could.
that out
how
early evening to get down the river and in place and hit them at 3 or 4 in the morning.
a busy
Mhm.
day. So let's see. Get back. That's 9. It would take a while. I mean, that's 63. It's like 90 kilometers. That'd take a couple days to get there.
With the
But,
torpedo boat?
yeah,
What about with our little boats?
be longer because you have to go upriver and then
Come down.
south. Yeah, that's a problem. Right. Yeah. It's a tough one. It'd be like a operation, type of thing. A long
Mhm.
operate. But let's see. So where their camp is about 60 kilometers away.
Well, can you switch back to the other map?
Yeah.
So their camp is 60 miles away by
60
road.
kilometers. Yeah, 60 kilometers by road. But a lot of those guys are on foot, right? So, because there's 114 of them, they only have 4 vehicles and a T-72, so they could probably move like to the next town. They have people in this town. They have to move to the next town, and then up. That's it. That's like at least a week. You know, but it depends if they. So this group in the truck is going to go. We'll get here like tomorrow, right? That's one day. Then they find out it's 2 days at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
I don't want to take the hind out. That's the problem. But I'm beginning to think I'm not going to have a choice, am I?
I mean, get the tank. So it's about 83 kilometers. Well, let me see. By boat. That's assuming that this river is navigable up there. Yeah, about 87
Mhm.
kilometers. I was gonna check that, to see if that river, if it's even possible. But you guys could figure out or know,
Yeah.
what's the name of that
More than
river.
likely, people in Krakow might know too.
Yeah. So that's the Duna Czech River. There's river rafting.
Probably
There's a
not gonna be
gorge. Wow.
a
Okay.
gorge.
Yeah.
So we could probably make it in our vehicles a lot faster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Problem is, if we do that, we leave that castle open too.
Mhm.
We're fighting two wars at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking if we send the Ormo down, we go deal with the northern thing, that still gives us time to get back and deal with the RR people.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Theoretically. How long does it take for them from the home base to get to here, would you say?
Um,
Because I would ask that with the prisoner we had.
it looks like the river is unfortunately pretty shallow anyway, just to let you know. So for who to get where? Sorry.
From the squad to get back from the home base. So the enemy squad from like the RR from their home base to here.
Like a shift.
A shift. Okay.
Yeah. Looks like
Replace.
50 kilometers, so 6 hours. So that's why like those guys, if they're coming tomorrow, they'll probably leave like late at night, probably
And get there in the morning.
to avoid Bochina or cross Bochina at night and then get there in the morning. Right.
I gotcha.
But if we had the Ormo waiting for them and they take them, then they're going to send another group to reinforce them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, that and more than likely a bigger force since this is the second time they've lost.
Which would buy us time. And it's not like there's not enough people in the Ormo.
Okay. We will need to make sure they have mortars and everything, get ready for a kill box.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just needed our help reconning, and then they would be able to deal with it.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure this group would like some action. So you thinking about hitting them here while they're moving?
Right now?
I mean, I guess is that the plan? You're gonna wait here?
Yeah, and then hit them when they get here.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we need to run the prisoners back to Krakow, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it will
Yeah.
take us like less than a shift to go back to Krakow,
Yeah.
pass on our intel,
And then get back.
reinforce, and then make that ambush all in that night.
Yeah, take the Ormo with us, get them prepared and ready. Because the Ormo does have some tanks that are not in place that are movable, so.
Yep.
Because I don't want to spread the FKC so thin that we can't accomplish what we need to.
No, I get you.
Yeah, but you can have this, I mean, this group here, this platoon reinforce and do, even if they wanted to do like a headhunting mission,
What, the Marines?
Yeah.
You don't think that we would need them up north?
I mean, you got the Soviets in the 10th.
Yeah.
I mean, you could reinforce them with the main characters.
Yeah. I would say we're a big enough force that we could divide.
Okay, we'll leave the Marines to work with the Ormo then.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kasha and Ren still need to talk to Julian and
Yeah.
talk to them about what we need, what they found out, and then we need to find out from the Nazarene and the Americans.
Well, that's
I'm
gonna be
assuming,
a long move.
well,
or
that is with Tops
long
and
term.
them, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna probably be after we fight the other Russians, but
Right. All right. Well, I guess we could just do this as a roll. We get back. Um, I gotta get my, civilian token.
mhm.
Can find it. Mhm.
I mean, you can put us back on the other map. I just was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
trying to visualize and help our listeners visualize what we were looking at,
Right.
this area here. Because this river is also impassable, right?
That one there. Maybe not. I don't know. What river is that? Does it say the something something?
Rabba?
Yeah.
Rabba R? Rabo R? Hard to say. A little fuzzy.
Oh yeah. I'm switching to the other map. What's the name of the river?
I think it's Rabo or Rabba.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I mean, we can do logistics and stuff later. All right.
Yeah.
So a group of civilians
Mhm.
come up. I guess North gives a call or shouts out.
Mhm.
They have their gun,
That gun. Yeah.
guns at the ready. They they're like, "Who are you? What are you doing? What have you done?"
I think that Garcia would let Reed take the lead because he's got the command and stuff like that. She doesn't really.
All right.
I would say we are.
Taking out the garbage.
I'm gonna say we are. Yeah, trash man. We're moving trash. Uh, uh, and who are you?
But this is our home.
Mm.
Although we do not really we cannot really live out here in this dangerous world.
Unfortunately, we're all just surviving right now. Um, I would say trying to gauge them, try to see if they have any affiliations with anybody. I know they said they live here, but I would say,
You'd guess the spokesperson might be ex-military, ex-Polish military,
Mhm.
because we have our own force here. Why? I mean, he kind of looks over at the wreckage. He goes, "Yes, they were not part of our town,
I see. Um,
but we know that
God,
we have heard from others who have been driven from further east that there is a group coming,
yes, that's what we were heard as well, that there is more to come, unfortunately.
and we can
Um, God,
and while we I mean we are afraid that they would find us eventually."
I would say, are are you many? Because maybe we can offer aid and where we can. And I like show off like rations and whatnot, food, a few other things.
Mhm. because we have a few, but not all of us are fighters.
Ah, I understand.
We have
Uh,
we have
Sure.
maybe about as much as you have here.
Got it. What if, would you want to stay here or would you rather
Yes,
move to
this is our home.
okay, just making sure. Because I'm going to say there is safety nearby as well. But
This is this
we
is
can certainly offer
Welshka,
food and aid.
because this is Welshka. I grew up here, though I went and served elsewhere. But perhaps like you, because you are American, perhaps like you, who I deserted and now have come back home, though I know that you are not back home.
In the end, we're all just trying to get back home to try to rebuild what we can. Uh, I would
Well, it says
say we can certainly help as much as we can.
we have Krakow to the north, and I do not know what their intentions are. We trade with them as we can, but with only a few. Well, give me a command roll. No.
I'm about to say,
I want
yeah.
to see. I want to see if he gives you any information, how he feels at ease with you. I don't really need to roll for him to give you information.
I'm gonna push.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, but with a few hundred, we cannot mine like we used to and trade like we used to. We just trade enough so that we can survive the winter. But
Would you like to
with these
trade?
marauders coming, I mean, actually, truth be told, this could be pretty lucrative because
Yeah,
you have a lot of these like refugees who could help you.
yeah. I was gonna ask, does he want to trade with Krakow? Would you like to reestablish trade?
Well, we do trade with Krakow, but it seems that they take more and give less. And what they describe, what they describe, basically they've been trading with some of the mobsters.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
And so Goose and his group, they describe it. You're like, oh, that guy, because you know him pretty well.
Yeah, yeah. I would say though, if they would like to have better trade with Krakow, pretty much, we reestablish like.
How can you arrange that? Is it full of Americans now?
I pull out my hand and I say, read with the Krakow Free Coalition. Basically say the affiliation with there. So then he was like, oh, these guys are with Krakow. We can certainly talk to the right people to see about.
I wanted to roll a 2d8, but it's because I have heard of them. Tales come up and down the river sometimes from traders, because we are not far from the river and we trade sometimes. We heard that we had thought that you might have stayed in Warsaw.
We have been known to travel around from time to time, but we have a good amount of personnel back at Krakow that is getting a little cramped. So we can certainly see about trying to help you out, try to reestablish trade and help out with the mines you were saying here.
Well, I mean, I guess you get so.
Well, Garcia would tap Reed on the shoulder and say, it's probably an appropriate time to tell him that we'll be back tonight to fight yet again.
Oh, I would say yes, there are more coming in tomorrow or early tomorrow morning. We'll be back tonight.
I think you rolled on webs, by the way, for the command.
Oh, I did roll on web. Whoops.
You rolled a 2d8. What were you supposed to roll?
A C and a B. So yeah, pretty much the same.
Not the same.
Except it was supposed to be a D12.
Or a D10, right?
Oh yeah, D10. Sorry,
D10 and a D8. You could roll a D10 instead of that D8.
Oh, okay. I'll roll that.
Oh, wow.
No.
Okay. They feel.
I got all the things.
They go, you seem like good people.
We do our best for what we're offered.
Because if you have things to trade, I will show you where we live.
Yeah.
All right.
and then I'll let them know that there will be more coming tomorrow. So, but we will be setting out. We'll be fighting tonight, so they don't have to worry too much about it, but just to be on guard.
All right. Are you guys gonna stay here and call for reinforcements or go back? I guess that's fair.
We might have, because we have what, 2 trucks with us?
Yeah.
2 trucks in the Zill?
Yeah. We might have one of the trucks go back with the prisoner and then act as a messenger to us. Because either way, we need to take the prisoner back. So we could have the prisoners and then Sam go back as triage along the way, depending on how bad the medical staff is in terms of the village, but which I doubt. I think we might be okay that way.
Well, you get the impression they'd as soon kill them, but
No. I meant like Sam goes with a squad of guys in a truck with the prisoners
Okay.
back to Krakow. Unless Sam is needed with the village to help treat. Either way, a squad is gonna, yeah. But that's my impression, is that they're okay. They're just, hungry and maybe need a bit more arms.
So he kind of gives you, so the mines are to basically take you to the mines. I mean, I don't know. I guess you're gonna end up spending a whole shift here, or however.
Okay. In that case, I'll have the squad go back.
Yeah, you can send Sam back, Sam with the squad and the prisoners.
Yeah. And give updates so they can tell the main group where we're at and what we found.
Okay.
As well as to let them know about the oncoming strike force coming down, the recon team.
And send the Ormo.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get someone to send that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. All right. So I don't know. You made a great impression, Reed. So basically they take you to their mines. There's like some just outside of town. There's some entrances kind of hidden, into the mines. And it definitely seems like a labyrinth and there's white rooms, gleaming walls of salt crystal. The guy, his name is also Andre, but not Andre. He tells you there are over 150 kilometers of underground passageways and 3 chapels. He says they take you to this large place where they call it the Crystal Cave, and it's over 80 meters high, with walls and vaults covered by rock salt garlands. He says there's even lakes here, but the water is very salty. He says the surface village has largely been abandoned, was what you learn. Its materials transported below ground into the mines, where a large number, like a few hundred people, now live, actually. And in this crystal cave, there's tents and flimsy shanties have been erected. Other people sleep on blankets in the big common barracks area. He tells you many of the inhabitants are local civilians, and some still try to work the mines as best we can. And refugees who fled here during the early days of the war. And a second wave arrived when the nukes fell. There's also, like myself, a number of deserters who were separated from the military, and we've come back home rather than become marauders. We want to keep this place. It's Ormo, and he kind of introduces. So they have about maybe 20 people.
Oh, okay. How many of them are people? 20 fighters?
20 fighters. They have they have a few AK, maybe a quarter of them have automatic weapons and the rest have civilian arms.
Well, we can send weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not just that. We can give them the AKMs we just picked up.
They tell you the biggest thing is food is a constant problem. We try to grow it locally, but obviously now we cannot. And now with these marauders coming, we've been trading with Krakow, but I guess as you say, we've been trading with gangsters and not Krakow proper. And we import it from merchant caravans. But our last caravan, I guess, was hit by these marauders. And from the surrounding communities, we've gotten in exchange for salt, firewood, lumber, points around, some manufactured goods. We have machine shops, but but is not
not much material for it.
because we would love to trade for replacement parts. I hear that you still have some capacity for industry
Yeah.
in Krakow.
That we do.
Yeah.
And a machine shop, you say? Rupert might know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean actually it's a weirdly cool place, and I guess Reed with those roles,
Yeah,
he feels at ease here.
yeah. I would definitely try to help out as much as I can. So more than likely, we may have a few rations we could share with,
Yeah,
as well as we
like
could radio back more.
in the TV show or the movie, you see like the dirty kids, looking from
Oh yeah.
behind and checking you out and that kind of thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, they show you their stuff, that you're welcome to stay here unless you want to reinforce this crossroads area. So I think it's
I
been
think I'll
pretty
probably thank him for
successful.
the invitation, but let him know that unfortunately we have to work tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Because yes. Well, he goes, we need people here to just in case. But I mean, because 5 of us, or he goes, well, I have 6 here. 6 of us will stay with you to help out.
You can, but it's not needed. It's up to you.
Because
Uh,
well, it is our village. We would like to help defend our village.
okay. I will not deny him their
We
right.
are
So
because we are not so powerful as the Ormo and Krakow, but we do call ourselves the Ormo.
that's fair. I mean, they're entitled to defend their home.
Yeah, yeah. So they got, some guys with rifles and about 2 or 3 automatic, probably
Yeah.
Polish equivalent of AKs and stuff. I'll look at Polish weapons and figure that out
Yeah.
if it's necessary. But they give you another squad, which is great.
Yeah.
To replace that squad. Well, those guys going to come back with the Ormo maybe?
Yeah, they'll probably be coming back with the Ormo, and we'll radio to them as well to bring in extra food, extra
Okay.
few, and then a few other weapons
And
that we can
weapons.
provide aid.
Okay.
Try to help out as we can to establish good
Any heavier
trade.
vehicles or no, not yet?
I think we're okay. I'm
Well, I
not sure
mean,
if you want to give
they
a
have a
truck for
T-72,
them.
so maybe we should send the tank. Except I
I,
really wanted the tank to go up north with us.
I'm gonna say I don't think we're gonna need the tank this time since they're just coming in the technical more than likely. I doubt if they're gonna come in with heavy armament since they weren't notified.
Yeah, the guy, his radio would never have reached there anyway.
Yeah.
It's just
So one of
these are like
yeah.
1 kilometer radios that.
Now after this wave, then we might want to consider bringing heavy ordnance because more than likely after 2 squads going mission, then they're gonna come back with a bit stronger force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But
you
the
could.
Ormo does have tanks and heavy weapons too.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, the Ormo has some heavy stuff too. So
I mean, they can also show up with some pretty heavy stuff too and defend this area.
yeah. Okay. Well, cool.
And hold it till we get back.
We can.
So I don't know if we need. What else do you feel like we need to do then? I think we're good here.
I think we're good,
No,
at a good stopping point now.
Ren needs to call Julian.
And what about Sam convincing the Ormo, or
Yeah.
Kasha convincing the general to send reinforcements?
Well, I mean,
We can just do a couple rolls, so that's not a problem.
I'm gonna say that, or we can do that with the next time as
We
the
can
main
start with
group.
that the next time with the main group.
Yeah.
That
So
might
like
be
each session we'll interchange between the interlude and then the main group. Pretty much.
Yeah, what do you think,
I'm fine with that.
Amy?
it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, I think it'd be
I
cool,
mean-
like for the next group, then we do that. But I guess you would rather want to know, wouldn't you? I'd like to role play that out, but it's
I mean, I kind of feel like we keep pushing that aside and then it's gonna get forgotten. Because
we could
we
just
need to get Silly S going on things too.
that's true. Oh, well, let's just do the rolls. I mean, so just roll persuade for Ren and persuade for Kasha, and then
Well, do you want to roll for Sam?
yeah, I guess you could roll for Sam, Vince, if you wanted to.
Okay.
Because
Let me pull them up.
Sam's got some contacts in there too. And he can explain the situation better.
Yeah.
So who do you want first? Kasha or Florian?
Well, we could finish this arc and have Sam go first,
Okay.
and then see if you will have some Ormo. Because if Sam doesn't succeed, then we're gonna have to next time have Kasha not talk some sense into the general.
I can't
Oh.
roll for Sam.
Oh, is it because I have it open?
No,
Possibly. I think so. Because I don't have access. I just see his picture.
let
I
me make
closed
sure.
him.
Let me make sure. Oh, I'll just make it. All right, you should have access now.
Yeah, now I got it.
Okay, cool.
And then you said persuasion or command?
Persuasion was likely.
Okay.
It
And
doesn't
then it'll
really.
be a straight C.
Oh,
Oh,
just
wait,
see.
hang on. Let me double check. I am just double checking to see if I have any extra specialties. Oh, yep, it's just empathy because I'm untrained in persuasion.
Oh no. Do you have command? Does he have command?
Yes, I have a CD for command.
Okay.
Better than nothing. Oh, success.
Success. Okay, cool. Um, so let me see what the Ormo could bring. Probably for this initial stuff, something smaller, right? Because they want to see for themselves. Oops. So let's see what they would want. Oops. Why is it okay? No. They put this in the weirdest place, like while the order battle for these guys. Of course, not there. There it is. Ormo. Okay. I'm looking at Scout Recon. They have a big recon battalion. They have Armored Recon, a recon company. SHQ. Um, they probably send you like a recon platoon and a rifle squad, probably.
Is that enough?
Well, it's going to be 2 OT-65s and probably 2 squads then. So 2 OT-65s and then 2 rifle squads. That's
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. 14 soldiers, include. I mean, each squad has a RPK, and then the recon scout platoon is 2, 4, 6, 6 people in the OT-65s. So, and the OT-65 obviously has, pretty sure it has a
That's 26 people. That's not bad.
That
That's
should be
another
enough.
that's another platoon. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so that's 26 people with the 24 that we've sent. So that should be good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Sam could talk to Kasha and petition for more, but I mean, they definitely want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Florian will make his radio call and then Kasha can go talk to the general.
Okay. COT. I'm looking for the OT. I guess the OT-64 is like more or less a BTR. OT-65, that is, sorry.
I think it's a slightly better armor class, but carries less people.
Maybe. Yep. Yep. Okay.
You want Florian's tech roll?
Yeah, I mean, they'll have KPVs also, like 50 cal.
Usually Kasha sets up the radio and then Florian talks.
You already have an in. We don't need to. You're just
Okay.
trying to convince Siliasa to send people.
Yes.
Okay.
So Florian can talk to his brother and then Kasha
Yeah.
can get involved if needed.
Yeah. Okay.
Because his is not as good as hers. Yeah, definitely not as good as his unless he uses his command on his brother.
Well, maybe Kasha should try to persuade him
Well,
instead.
I think Julian needs to talk to his brother first, and then Kasha can try and convince him.
Okay.
Because
So-
that is, after all, his brother. So
Yeah. They have a strained relationship, clearly, the CD.
so what do you want him to roll?
Just empathy, persuasion.
Empathy, persuasion.
Yep. Oh, he succeeded. Wow. A 1 and a 6. Okay. So I'm listening.
Well, brother, so it is being told to us. Remember, you told me about the Russians.
Amy
up
just had to
north.
get a Russian accent in,
Stop,
Polish
Carl.
accent. Right.
Then you speak for him.
No, go ahead.
Anyways, we sent a recon group out. It seems as though they've been attacking the castle there. We would like to take troops there to take them out and set up an ambush on them. And I know you said you wanted to help out with that. How many people do you think you could spare to come help?
He's like, you want me to come help Krakow when Krakow attacked me and stole the Pope.
The Pope said you kidnapped him from Chester. How did Krakow steal him? We rescued him. This should be water under the bridge now. Don't make me have you talk to Kasha. You said you needed help. I'm trying to help you, and I think you should be involved. So stand up and be the big brother I expect you to be, please. Or I'm gonna sick my wife on you. No one says no to Kasha.
Mhm.
Does he have to roll again?
No, I'm just looking at. I'm thinking.
Remember,
Yeah, they give in the new one. They give Cilicia a lot more stuff. That's a lot of people.
Remember, brother, these are the ones that took your son from you, too.
Wow, it's a big army.
What?
They got a lot of people.
Well, I mean, he can either say he's gonna send people or he won't.
Yeah,
We'll figure
that's
out the
true.
number later.
Yeah. Yeah, he says, I will send some people.
Good.
Because
I will send you
those
coordinates.
those people are encroaching way too much onto our land, or they're getting too close.
And we have sent people to deal with those Americans as well. To find out what's going on up there. That should take care of most of the problems for you.
When do you need them?
In a day or two?
He's like, oh, that is asking a lot.
If you're not man enough, Julian, I can ask somebody else.
You like laughs.
Aren't
well.
you the one that used to tell me that you were just like Julius Caesar? You could do a battle in your sleep.
I will see what I can do.
You can radio me back here.
All right. So maybe he will.
Now you need Kasha to talk to the general, or is the general
No,
not?
I mean
We got what we're gonna get from him, right?
yeah, I mean I think in the future, then it's like all when it's all hands on, then
And then I mean Kasha would talk to, or have already talked to the plant about making those 120 mortars into bomblets and outfitting the training plane into something we can drop them from.
yeah, that just takes time.
I'm sure they got them starting on that right away.
Yeah.
So I think that's it then.
Okay. Cool. Anything else that Reed wants to do or that Rupert would like to do, Vince?
Maybe not right now, but if he knows about the machine shops and whatnot, he'll keep that in mind for later use.
Reed or Rupert?
For Rupert, if Rupert is aware of this or not just yet, but I know Rupert will eventually find out about the machine shops.
Yeah, well, he knows about the artillery or the ammunition plant in Krakow.
But I wasn't sure if he knew about anything yet for the town. If
Oh, from
Sam
this
and
town?
everybody, yeah,
No. I mean,
okay,
he will know. I mean, he'll learn about it.
oh yeah,
Sam tells him. Well, Sam left before all this stuff, but he says that Reed and Garcia are meeting with the townsfolk. So I guess he
yeah,
wouldn't know because Sam left before they saw the Crystal Cave, right?
yeah. But right now, Rupert just keeping an eye on things and just waiting for things to settle down in Krakow before he makes a move for a reset.
All right. Oh yeah,
Because those mines with those machine shops might be a better place to work on a reset than in Krakow itself.
oh yeah, okay. Interesting.
And Kasha would have had Sam a couple of days ago go and get the reset and deliver it to Rupert,
Oh, the prototype.
the prototype.
Oh wow. Rupert, you have a prototype.
Okay. Rupert was hide it as best he can, at least parts of it, just because he doesn't want anyone to know that he has it or make a move on it just yet.
Okay, he's not
Try to
going to give
piece
it
it
to
together.
he's not going to give it to the DIA people.
Not just yet, until right now Krakow is still a bit volatile with the Soviet in there, with the
Mhm.
general and whatnot. Once he reads that, then he'll probably make a move with the DIA.
Okay.
Because for all I know, if the DIA, if he tries to give it then, if there's KGB here, more than likely KGB will try to make a move to regain reset.
I don't think they're KGB here.
Oh yeah, but I meant the Soviet and the Marauders.
Yeah, the Soviets to the north could be an issue. But you know, there's like an American group further, even further north than that.
Yeah, because I don't. Did we? I know there were infiltrators here from the north coming down. There were contacts here within the council, but I wasn't sure if we 100% eradicated those kind of leads that the north had for the Soviets here.
I think you kind of did when you took out that guy
did.
who worked for that gang guy
Mm-hmm.
for Rapecki.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were still in like another contact here and now.
No, you know that these people the KGB that you was trying to infiltrate again after things had settled for a few months from the other one, they're out of Libulin. So that's something to
Mhm.
deal with maybe in the future. Although, I mean, I could see Rupert being concerned about like Soviet presence, and there probably is KGB influence or presence. Well, yeah, for sure. For sure he would know because you know Volkov talks to Rupert. So there is a Zempolit
Mhm.
who's kind of has a lot of influence with the Soviet 20th, and Zempolit are usually political officers, and he probably has ties to some KGB ties or whatever.
Yeah, so he'll just keep it on the low for now until he's not exactly sure if Volkov and everybody's safe. Mind you, he knows that they won't betray, but if reset's too big of a piece,
Mhm.
that they might show their colors then, if that is the case. Mind
Yeah,
you, Rupert doesn't 100% know because he's still new to the party.
yeah. Is Rupert gonna let the DIA people know about what the FKC is planning, like to go to help attack the Soviet 20th?
Tasha would
I
ask me to
mean,
tell him.
okay, then yeah, if Kasi is asking me to report to the DIA, then I would.
Because
Right.
we want as much help taking that out as possible.
The DIA guy says, "I have people. You need help?"
Yes.
I mean, any assistance would be great.
All right, so that's good. So he'll probably send at least a squad of Nazarene to help out, to observe. You know, the guy doesn't leave his like little boat house,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, cool. All right, so you probably have the Nazarene on board. Um, maybe Cilicia, see what they send. Hopefully they'll send more than cavalry, than horse cavalry. But I guess if they send horse cavalry, that's okay, right?
We'll deal with it.
Yeah. They give him a lot of stuff, man. It's crazy.
I mean, if they show up with just horse cavalry, Florian's gonna be like, what the what?
Well, they're the ones that could get there. The horse cavalry could get outfitted the quickest and get out there, right? That's the
Well,
thing.
yeah, but I mean, they should send others as well. I mean, they have a couple of days.
Mhm. Yeah, there's the Cilician Lancers. Um, they have regular cavalry too. It's like the Lancers are like more militia, but they can patrol, they can scout, and you know, much like your guys have, they can
Mhm.
scout and all that. Okay, well, I think they really want to make this guy like the big warlord,
Who?
Julian.
Julian?
Yeah,
No.
cool. Or he has ambitions. We'll just say.
Can have as many ambitions as he wants, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh, oh no, we'll see. All right, well, this is good. Get some good action in the interlude too, and I guess we'll get back to the regulars, the main characters, after this little preview of what Kasha, Rupert, etc. are doing, gathering forces to, I guess, take on the Soviet 20th, or see what bloody them at least. We'll see, and we'll see if Cilicia gets involved, and or if they're just gonna let Krakow and the Soviets beat each other up.
Well, Julian better step up to the base.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
He's not Kasha's favorite person, but
Mm-hmm.
that's her brother-in-law, so
Yep, yep.
well, thank you for playing.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for playing,
Thank you.
Vince.
Yep.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. Great time as always.
Yeah, great. Well, we'll see you before you leave, but
Mhm.
but thanks for playing. Thank you guys. It's been fun. We got some action in. I always like that. And we'll see you guys later.
Good night and good rolling.